Drawing is awesome because nobody can tell you what to do. You can do whatever you want.
She laughs. Then we see a title card with her photos and the words "Draw along with."
Hi, my name is Ilona and I'm a tattoo artist.
Now, samples of her work.
So the type of tattooing that I do is a hand poke tattoo. It's very similar to machine tattooing that is very common now. So I'm essentially just dipping a needle into ink and then poking that into the surface of someone's skin. I wanted to draw a beach because I love being at the beach, and also because it reminds me of home, it reminds me of my family, where my mother's from. You know, in Canada, we don't really have palm trees and we don't really have beaches like that. It gets very cold here, so I like to think about being warm and being in the sun. All right, are you ready? Okay, get your pencils and your paper and come draw along with me.
She claps her hands to signal to us to get ready. Then we see her beach picture.
So today we're gonna draw a little beach landscape scene with some palm trees and a sun and a little house.
That drawing shrinks and moves to the left, creating a blank space on the right for us to do it again together.
All right, to frame this landscape, we're just gonna start with the tree trunks on the side here.
Two long
It's
triangles.
gonna be the trunks of the palm tree.
One swoopy.
And one is gonna be a little short, straight one, and one is taller and a little bit
Open at the bottom.
curvier. You know, not all trees are straight.
And next to each other.
And just like people, they're not, even palm trees comes in so many different shapes. So then we're just gonna do kind of like these fun firework style
At the top of the trees.
shapes coming out of the top. We're gonna make the leaves later. Right now it's just about making the big bushy shape at the top of the palm trees.
Like a big floopy asterisk at the top of each triangle's point.
There, you got it.
Next, to the right of the trees.
And this is gonna kind of be what we would call the horizon line in the distance.
A horizontal line to the right of the right tree.
We're gonna put a happy little house right here beside the trees.
Under the horizon line, a long horizontal 3D triangle for the roof.
In the Philippines, kind of would refer to this little as a bahay kubo,
The roof sits on a 3D box,
and
on top of lines for stilts.
kind of has longer legs like this to suit the type of landscape that it's in. So you can draw a different house if you want. You've seen different types of houses. Obviously, this is just a little cartoon version.
Next, the sun.
And then we're gonna do
On the horizon,
just like a half circle shape like this for the sun.
on the top center of the horizontal line you drew earlier.
So we're gonna move on and decorate the trees a little bit.
A bunch of wide open U shapes running up the taller tree trunk you drew earlier, like fish scales.
And kind of flesh them out.
Spread apart.
And these trees are gonna be different because
Now the leaves for that tree.
just like people,
Go up to the floppy asterisk you drew earlier.
there are different kinds of palm trees, there are different shapes that they have.
And now close off each of the swoops of that floppy asterisk so that each becomes a long pointy leaf shape.
So we're gonna just use these little curved shapes
Now
and
lines
just do them at even,
on each leaf,
kind of like even spacing down the middle,
running the full
like
length.
space them apart.
Your tree should now be topped with a large flower shape.
And then in between those, you can just do the same shape,
Short
but
strokes
it meets the edges.
from the lines running the length
Go down one side and then the other, or you can do both at the same time. It's up to you.
of each palm frond.
So now we're going to make
A row on one
the
side,
leaves on the top.
then a second on the other.
And just use other curved lines, and it's okay if some are tucked in front or behind. It's kind of totally up to you.
All the short strokes are curved.
These are sort of bigger and more solid leaves. And this is kind of like the curvy tree, so we're gonna do like a little more curvier lines from the middle.
Every palm frond on top of your tallest tree should now have 2 rows of curvy stripes,
Cool.
laddered along each length.
And just because we have two trees here doesn't mean they have to be the same tree. So I'm gonna decorate this one different. We're gonna have different details.
This time diagonal
We're
stripes
just gonna use these cross lines here. You're gonna start with just diagonal lines
on your smaller tree,
and then go in the opposite direction and kind of make it like a fishnet.
covering the entire tree trunk.
I'm just gonna give it some texture.
And now different leaves for this one.
And this palm tree is gonna have a lot of long, thin leaves that come from the center spine.
Strokes forming a row of fringe
These are fun to do because you can just do them really quick.
on each spar of the asterisk,
Kind of bigger in the middle and a little thinner towards the end sometimes.
all facing down.
And these ones have little coconuts. in it.
A cluster of small circles at the heart of the asterisk, then back to the roof of the hut.
The lines we're making on the roof here, it's the same kind of like little short quick lines because
Fringe down from the top
this little house
and up from the
is
bottom,
also made out of the same
along the long side
materials in the palm tree.
of the 3D triangle.
So
Then a door
I'm just gonna do more lines here.
at the front of the
It
box,
doesn't have to be perfect.
supporting the roof.
Giving it some texture.
Then lines finishing off the stilts underneath. And then some strokes along the visible front and side walls of the house to give it some texture.
And put a little shading on the sun.
A stack of horizontal lines along the inside left side of the sun you drew earlier.
Now we're gonna do the sun rays.
Then strokes
I'm gonna do it with some longer, thinner lines like this,
radiating
and then shorter, thicker lines in the middle.
like a crown around the sun.
Just because I feel like decorating it like this. But you can do them differently if you want to.
In alternating long and short strokes, but stopping at the horizon.
With these little squiggles, we're just kind of making little waves in the distance because this sunset or sunrise, again, I really haven't decided. It's up to you.
Those go around the house,
Is over the water.
but under the horizon line.
But the palm trees are in the sand, so we're just going to put some lines here just to kind of ground it.
Squiggles and strokes that close off the open bottom of your triangle-shaped tree trunks. And now, the finished picture.
Whoa, look at this beach. Have you ever had a fun day at the beach? Even if you haven't yet, maybe you will sometime.
Back to Ilona.
Thank you for joining me today and drawing this little beach with me. I was inviting you into my happy place, so think about where your happy place is and you can go draw that, and when you feel like it, you can invite people into your happy place too.
Now, animated letters read cbckids.ca next to the smiling CBC Gem logo.